Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm just covering the euro dollar pre-CPI. Today we've got US inflation data. It's coming out probably in about a few hours time. So don't forget my free training's underneath, and I've just opened my private trading room. You can come and watch us for the New York session later. So euro dollar, I've gone over the scene of it for a very long time. What's basically happened? I mean, you can see an extended downtrend since the financial crisis began and ended, and then the euro's just lost value against the US dollar for a considerable amount of time. So the place where you're at the moment, if you swap onto your daily, this week has been incredibly boring. I will say people like myself get very, very tired and bored in these times, but it does give you a lot to do. We've done 9 hours of live training in the last few days in the live room. So it's gone sideways, sideways, sideways. At the moment, it's a scalper's market just before you get this news out. If you zoom in a lot to these lower time frames, you can see what's happening is it's trying to push up on previous support. So it's okay for intraday longs, this, but it doesn't look incredibly promising, and you have got that news coming soon. So I would consider locking in something on this just before that news comes out. You don't particularly know what way it's going to bring the market, but if you lock in gains, you're not closing out a loss. I wouldn't be entirely shocked if this is viable as a level, okay, and it ends up getting hit. If you find that this candle does ultimately just turn round and you don't keep going to the upside, wouldn't rule it out whatsoever, and I wouldn't be shocked if that occurs. If you look to the left-hand side, you've got to do this very tightly because you've had basically nothing all week because of the, everyone's waiting for this inflation data. Whether it will do anything or not remains to be seen. You do have PPI, Producer Price Index, year-on-year December, coming up tomorrow as well, so that may help. But what you've seen is a lot of sideways movement around this point. So really it's a range trade at the moment. Your job particularly is to lightly buy as you get lower and lightly sell as you get higher, because the market hasn't decided what way really it wants to go up. And the problem with breakout trading, and as you'll probably know from following me, it's the easiest way to lose all your money, because you would have bought there and the market fell back. It didn't keep going the way you wanted. You realized it had only just pulled out the range, then you bought it, and then you lost everything. And then you did the same thing here. So this is testament to how breakouts don't work. And the reason why is because you're always behind the curve. If you're selling too late, then the price just rejects the other way. You're going to get awfully stuck and you'll get in an awful muddle. You can see, I mean, you don't have to believe me whether breakout trading works or not. You can see physically by looking at what I'm showing you that statistically at this point, if you tried to buy at these highs, it wouldn't have worked. And if you tried to sell down here, it wouldn't have worked. And the story's the same over and over and over and over again in the markets. So anything to the upside, really, I would prefer short. If it does end up going higher, something up here, okay, you might be better off in that case. But any position, you're going to have to be careful with because of that sideways movement. Like I said, if the market does end up coming down a bit and you get nearer, let's just check higher time frames. If you get near something like this and all these levels of support to the left on your weekly, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if that causes a bit of a block in the way of it falling just below 108. So you would need a bit of a thump, a bit of a move, in my opinion, as a swing trader to be looking for anything long at this point, and you would have to come much lower. Whether you'll get that or not remains to be seen on the news. So I like it long lower, and like I said, if you're looking short, again, I'm going to reflect on higher time frames because I know how they coordinate. And really, to be honest, I would like a larger gap up here, a larger move until I reshort again. I'm not interested really in anything before that. Okay, you could lightly short it on impulse to the upside. It's not a terrible idea. Maybe something up here first of all, but it's going to be completely up to you. Okay, so I'm only buying if it's lower. I'm only shorting if it's higher. I'm not really interested in scalp trading at the moment, although lots of people may be, especially if you're using our hedging methods to mitigate any loss for long-term income. So I hope that helps. Quick rundown on the euro. Any questions, as always, don't forget to ask. Get my free training underneath. Come and join us in the live room for New York session. See you in the next one.